My name is Daniel Reeves. I'm 36 years old, and until last winter, I believed my marriage was solid. Not perfect, but safe. My wife, Sophie, and I lived in a quiet semi-detached house in Manchester. We'd been married for 8 years. No children yet, but we talked about it often. Sunday walks, takeaway fish and chips, arguments over what to watch on Netflix. Normal life. The kind of life you never think can suddenly collapse. It started with a leaking tap in our upstairs bathroom. Just a stupid little leak. Water dripping all night. Tick, tick, tick. Sophie kept complaining about it. So one Thursday morning I called a local plumber before leaving for work. His name was Liam. Mid-30s. Tall. Tattoos on his arms. One of those men who smiled too confidently. Sophie laughed when he arrived. I noticed it immediately. Not because it was wrong. Just unusual. My wife wasn't the flirty type. Tea or coffee? She asked him. Tea's perfect, love, he replied. I remember the way he looked at her, and the way she smiled back. At the time, I ignored it. God, I wish I hadn't. Over the next few weeks, the tap problem somehow kept returning. First the bathroom, then the kitchen sink, then the shower pressure. Every time, Sophie insisted on calling Liam directly. Since he already knows the house, she'd say casually. I started noticing small things. She'd wear makeup even on days she stayed home. She'd spray perfume before the plumber arrived. Once, I came home early and found them sitting too close together in the kitchen laughing over mugs of tea. The room went silent when I walked in. Liam stood up quickly. Everything's sorted now, mate, he said. Mate. I hated that word coming from him. That night I asked Sophie if something was going on. She looked genuinely offended. You think I'd cheat on you with a plumber? I felt stupid immediately. I apologized. She kissed my forehead and told me I was stressed from work. And for a while, I believed her. Then came the Tuesday that destroyed everything. Rain hammered the streets all afternoon. My shift ended early because of a power issue at the warehouse, so I drove home 2 hours sooner than expected. I remember feeling happy about it. I even bought Sophie her favorite chocolate on the way back. That memory still makes me sick. When I pulled into the driveway, I noticed a white van parked outside. Liam's van. My stomach tightened instantly. I walked to the front door quietly. The house was unlocked. Inside, I heard laughter upstairs. Soft. Intimate. My heart started pounding. I climbed the stairs slowly, every step feeling heavier than the last. Then I heard Sophie's voice. Low. Playful. Stop. Followed by a man laughing. I reached the bedroom door. It was slightly open. And then, my entire world shattered. Sophie was standing near the bed, wearing only her underwear. Liam had his hands around her waist. She exposed herself to him shamelessly, laughing as he kissed her neck. Then she pulled his face toward her and kissed him properly. Not confusion. Not a mistake. Not weakness. Passion. Real passion. The kind I hadn't seen from her in years. For a second, I couldn't breathe. I just stood there frozen, staring at the woman I loved becoming someone I didn't recognize. Then Liam saw me. His face drained of color instantly. Daniel. Sophie turned around. The panic in her eyes came too late. Way too late. The chocolates slipped from my hand onto the floor. I remember hearing the packet burst open. Such a stupid detail. But trauma burns strange memories into your mind. Get out, I whispered. Neither moved. Get out. Liam grabbed his shirt and rushed past me without saying another word. I heard the front door slam downstairs. Then silence. Sophie started crying immediately. "It's not what you think." I laughed. Actually laughed. Because what else could it possibly be? For the next hour, she begged me not to leave her. Said she felt lonely. Said I worked too much. Said it just happened. But affairs don't just happen. They begin with choices. Messages. Flirting. Secret smiles. Private moments. Hundreds of little betrayals before the final one. The hardest part wasn't catching them. It was realizing she'd probably looked me in the eyes every single day while hiding it. That changes you. Completely. I slept in my car that night outside a Tesco car park while rain hammered the windows. And for the first time in my adult life, I cried like a child. Not because I lost my wife, but because I lost the version of my life I thought was real. 3 months later, Sophie moved out. Last I heard, Liam left her too. Apparently, he had a girlfriend already. Funny, isn't it? She destroyed our marriage for a man who never planned to stay. Now the upstairs tap still leaks sometimes. Tick, tick, tick. But I leave it alone. Because some sounds deserve to remind you what betrayal feels like. For more interesting and real-life stories, subscribe to my channel and stay tuned.